Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's this York Sam with another Go Battle League video. And in today's video, we got Guzzlord, Destruction, and we got another team with Shadow Drapion. It's just such a good safe swap. Such a good pairing with Guzzlord. Such a flexible Pokemon into the fairy type, which is really what you mostly have to watch out for. Now, fighting is actually is pretty good into these Pokemon. But Guzzlord is also definitely rounds out the team. Definitely nice. I mean, it's just really good to have a strong water type. It is Bug, which is a pretty terrible typing, but Water Bug, not a bad combination. And we're going to see a fellow Golisopod user. A very, okay. Gotta spam out those X-scissors. Aqua Jet buff for the season. So nice. Definitely happy to have really good Golisopod. Unfortunately, I don't have the Hundo, which just one day I'll get the Hundo, and honestly, probably going to get a nerf at that time. We're gonna shield the Rock Tomb. We have no shields, but we got some energy. Jellicent is going to come in, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of tricky. But actually, we do also wall all their energy with all the Jellicent's energy. So they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle to take me down. Which is great for me. Definitely let me know how you're doing in Go Battle League. Ultra League, I mean, I'm okay with Ultra League. Master League is truly where I'm going to shine. So next week, yeah, hopefully I can climb to at least Expert. Season is definitely coming to an end. Going to be exciting to see what changes in the new season. But right now, the next battle, Greninja, my opponent left. They were not ready for the Guzzlord. Understandable. Now, this is a Raid IV Guzzlord. I should try and get a better Guzzlord. Could also try and get a better Guzzlord for Great League, although Great League is tougher with needing research Guzzlords to be traded for. But I do have some. And I mean, it's not something people never have. We're going to take down the Golisopod in the lead. It's a pretty okay lead. Florges, I mean, yeah, we do not want to lose our Guzzlord. Shadow Muck, also a pretty nice Pokemon to pair with the Guzzlord. I mean, poison, fast attack damage. You got Dog Pulse, a nice, strong dog move, but also you got the bait as a spray to drop defense, which is problematic for us right now. We thankfully do not shield it. And yay for saving Guzzlord for later, but what a great catch by my opponent. You could also run Sludge Bomb, which you may want Sludge Bomb instead of Dragon Claw. Oh my gosh, the Florges is putting in the work. Are we going to be able to clean up the Florges and Muck? Let's see how much damage Trailblaze does. Not too much. But unfortunately, they do get to another one. So we got to commit our shield. And Muck is going to come in. It's only going to be Acid Spray, but we are going to just be unable to get to two moves. We have back-to-back moves, but they farm us down with that debuff. Well played. Just how it goes. You win some, you lose some. This trainer with a shiny Greninja does stay in. Now, if you're up against a Guzzlord in the lead with Greninja, I mean, it is smart to swap out. And it's, I mean, Hydro Cannon is good damage, even resisted. Corviknight, I mean, that's also another pretty good Pokemon you can pair with Guzzlord. A nice, strong steel type. Iron Head is truly what you want. Although that is a legacy move. It's unfortunate. It was made legacy. But right now, They're going to bring back Greninja. Ooh, they do make a great catch of the Aqua Jet. But they actually do still respect the X-Scissor damage. X-Scissor would do a lot. I'm a big fan of Greninja. It's so good. Such a good Pokemon. Actually, one of my most successful Ultra League teams for this season. Able to get myself up to the 2400s with it, if I recall correctly. Skeletorge in the back. Now, it is still possible to see Disarming Voice on Skeletorge. But it's not... I wouldn't recommend it. As opposed to Shadow Ball, Torch Song. I get hit by a good amount of damage. But now Aqua Tail 1 and 2 is going to say a goodbye to the Skeletorge. Well, yeah. I mean, it also was a pretty cool shiny. It's a cool shiny. Wonder how good of IVs that Skeletorge was, though. I mean, it's not... It's very possible to get a good IV PvP shiny. I mean, I've definitely gotten plenty, but it is still a little tad harder. But right now we got the Gator up against the Drapion. And we're going to win that matchup. Let's go. Goodbye, Gator. Get wrecked. Skeletorge comes in. And we're going to be launching the Aqua Tail. And we're going to get to another Aqua Tail. Let's go. 4 Poison Stings for Aqua Tail and 5 for Crunch. It's just amazing. And they're going to bring in Virizion. Let's go. They're going to have Leaf Blade. I do respect the Stone Edge potential. Definitely would do a ton of damage, but Leaf Blade, Sacred Sword is real strong. Definitely strong. Definitely nice. I mean, I do love hunting down the Talonflames with Stone Edge. But there's a lot of Mud Slappers. So, yeah, definitely nice to have Leaf Blade. Nice cheap move. Does good damage into the water types, which... I mean, you can still do some nice neutral damage into the waters with Sacred Sword, but Leaf Blade is so much better. Especially if you do see any Gastrodons or Swamputs. That's the dream. We got a mirror match. They're going to win Charge Act priority. I'm not going to shield. Are they going to shield? Maybe, maybe not. Well, let's see. Do they come into shield? They do not. And we take each other out. 8 Dragon Tails and a Dragon Claw each. And we're going to have an okay matchup. I don't mind this. Let's see. Is it going to be... intriguing to see what door number 3 is. That's going to be make or break. But we're in a good spot. It is a Gator. I don't mind that at all. All the moves that are not Crunch are resisted. That was not a Crunch. And I can take a shield. Nice. And I'm going to be able to force another move out. But I'm actually... I really do want to get this move out. May have lost Charge Act priority, but I don't mind getting the last shield this way. I am going to respect Meteor Mash a bit more on the Clefable, and I do not want them to catch the Crunch on the Clefable. That would have just been bad. We are going to shield the Swift. Are we going to be able to clean up the Clefable? Is this going to be enough damage? We do not take the KO, but do we survive? Is it a Moonblast? It's a Swift. Let's go. We hang on. No, I did spend nearly 600,000, like over 600,000 Stardust to level 50 the Drapion and to max out the Drapion and double move it. Actually, maybe a little less. I do have a video not too long ago. But I mean, I upload daily, so it's been a bit. I've had this Pokemon for a bit. But yeah, I go this spot. I mean, it's a fine neutral lead. I mean, you have to take a shield disadvantage if you want to win the matchup, which is okay. I don't mind getting a farm down with Drapion. 2 Poison Stings, that's good. Halfway to Aqua Tail, I can go for Crunch. And I'll get 2 crunches with these before they get to move. Maybe they are actually maybe like 2 moves right after they get to their first move. But they're letting me launch this Aqua Tail before they throw. And it was a charge attack priority tie. Let's go. They let me get so much damage out without having to shield at all. I did make a bit of a mistake. I should have just stayed in. But actually, it wasn't that much of a mistake. I have back-to-back X's. Unfortunately, they did throw a move in time, so I do have to shield. Going to throw this ace. I'm not going to let them miss out on the damage. Switch clock is up. They are not going to get to the next move in time, and I can take the almost KO with crunch. Defense drop, not needed, but I'll take it. Corviknight gets farmed down, and yeah, Venusaur was a donezo. A very, very nice. We got Leavanny Lead, which is actually pretty okay for them. I mean, I don't mind it. It's not terrible. But X's, it can do a huge amount of damage. Bug is actually relatively decent into this team. But also we're taking like no fast attack damage. So they have to throw energy to say goodbye. Able to take the last shield. This is amazing. I am totally fine getting a farm down. Gonna get a farm down with Drapion Beast. It is double super effective. Poison Stings. Maybe I could have thrown one more Poison Sting for optimal timing. I'm not entirely sure. I can survive a move. That's not a Skull Bash. I mean, I don't want to take Hydro Cannons, but it's much better than Skull Bash. And I can go for the catch. I make a swap and catch because they were like, I have to throw this move, otherwise I'm toast. Absolute fantastic, such worthwhile catch. I mean, I would have been fine with the shielded Golisopod for Ampharos, I think. But I mean, I'm in a good spot this way also. They can't get the Volt Switch farm down in time, and they're going to get cleaned up with the Golisopod. They're going to leave before I Shadow Claw down their Blastoise. Understandable. Dragalge is a really cool dragon. A Pokemon that I've spent over 600,000 Stardust on to level 50. They make a great catch of Dragon Claw into Golisopod. But that chip is handy. They do have some energy on Dragalge. I think 1 or 2 Dragon Tails from Aqua Tail. Dragon Tail a bit of a slow energy generator. We're gonna shield and farm down. That chip damage was huge. Although energy is gonna be resisted into Dragalge, but they don't want to be launching the energy into my Golisopod. We're gonna be spamming out these X's. They're gonna have to commit a shield. And we are going to be shielding up the Outrage because that is what they need to say goodbye. They have Clefable in the back though. Oh no, this is going to be a little problematic. This is actually going to be problematic. I should have sacrificed the Guzzlord. They're going to Moonblast. And I totally threw the endgame by not throwing the second Aqua Tail. I mean, maybe they still win. I am resisted Brutal Swing, but I could have taken the last shield. And maybe they would have made a mistake. Oof, that was bad by me. I had such a good lead. Such a nice lead, but okay. Oh, now this is bad. Bad lead. But Feraligatr comes in, energy lead Shadow Drapion into a Gator. They win Charge Attack priority. But I have the energy lead. That's all that matters in this matchup. They can two-shot me with Hydro Cannons and Shadow Claw chip. But I have the energy lead. And that is going to win me this battle. I'm actually going to throw resisted Aqua Tail. They went for a catch of Crunch into Florges, but they failed. And then catch their Trailblaze into Gliscopod, which is okay for them. I'm saving my Guzzlord for Alligator and door number 3. They're going to no-shield Aqua Tail. I'm going to, actually, yeah, I do no-shield the Moonblast. It does say goodbye, but I can just Poison Sting down, throw the Crunch immediately. And it is real handy to have 2 Dark types in this scenario, going up against the mighty Psywave Lapras, which I totally didn't mention at all until now. Because, I mean, it is such a good wall into the Psywave users. I mean, Melamore does have good play, but it does need to land those superpowers, and it is going to debuff itself, so if it throws a move, then it takes a Dragon Claw. That's going to be a ton of damage. Lapras, I mean, yeah, Ice Beam, but you need 2 Ice Beams to say goodbye. And Dragon Tail, Dragon Claws are going to add up. We get a bad lead into another bug. I also have a Shadow Galvantula. May have to bring that out again. Hunting down the Corviknights, now that a lot more people have Corviknights built. Could be fun. Is it going to get me to climb, though? With my skill level, maybe not. But we do one shield, get the takedown. We're actually going to bring in Shadow Drapion because we want to have all that energy undebuffed, launched without being debuffed. Crunch is going to land into the Credilli. I mean, we may be debuffed, but debuffing is a very, very strong thing in the meta. And a much more common thing in the meta. Right now, we're going to survive that mighty Rock Tomb. They're going to make a catch of the Dragon Claw into the Lapras, which is totally fine. Guzzlord, its biggest thing is its HP. It's not a very defensive Pokemon or offensive. I mean, it's not bad offensive defense, just it has so much HP, and they're never going to get the farm down. They need to throw Sparkling Area, and they do a good job of throwing before I get to my last Dragon Claw, because that would have been bad for them. We're going to no-shield Skull Bash. Can we get a Shadow Claw farm down of Lapras? No, we cannot. It is worth shielding all this energy. We're going to swap into Drapion immediately, which is a little risky. Can I throw back-to-back moves? Is this going to be enough? Oh no, it's not enough. No, I get Rock Tombed. Dang nabbit. Close battle. Oh no, Nightmare lead into the Glamorizing. Guzzlord is going to come in. I'm going to spam out the Crunches resisted, but the most damage I can deal. I do get the defense shop, and I could be saved. I could still win this matchup. They're going to land Dragon Claw, which is a problem. I mean, Poison Sting is neutral. It is doing a respectable amount of damage, especially with that debuff. I do shield, because I can get to one last Crunch to at least take a shield. Actually, I go for just the Aqua Tail, hoping they shield. Yes, they do. They do have alignment, but I'd much rather get some energy with the Guzzlord into their Guzzlord. And I didn't even have to take a charge attack. Now, they do have a good matchup in Shadow Gator into Gliscopod. Do I have any play out of this? Let's see. Crunch is going to land. That's a bad thing. Are they going to let the Gator go? They are going to let the Gator go. Oh my gosh, maybe there's hope. Maybe I should have tried to get one more Aqua Jet in. Gonna throw Brutal Swings. Definitely where I want to have Sludge Bomb. How much damage am I going to be doing? Gonna take the last shield. And I really wish I had 2 moves banked. I'm not sure if I win Charge Deck Priority with Gliscopod, but I needed to get that Shadow Claw in. And I do win Charge Deck Priority, so I should have left with one more move. I did not say goodbye. Now, if it was Shadow, I think I actually do win that was a Shadow Glare Weezing. Yeah, I definitely win if it was. Guzzlord v Shadow Dragonite. I mean, as long as we don't see fairies with Guzzlord, we're in a pretty good spot. I mean, its typing is real good into most things. We're going to throw Dragon Claw to say goodbye. We could have just farmed them down, but I don't mind saving some energy. I have some health for the next matchup. And seeing a Shadow Gator, very nice to use the Guzz to take down. Ooh, we force a Ice Beam. Let's go. They probably have to take another Dragon Claw if they do try to Hydro Cannon and Shadow Claw me down. I'm sure of it. Maybe not against my IV Guzzlord. We're going to no-shield a Lapras Skull Bash, which is problematic. They're buffed. Got the defense buff. Now they're back to neutral, thankfully, with the Lucky Crunch defense drop. We no-shield that mighty. That a little less mighty Sparkling area. Feraligatr comes in and we're able to take the KO with X-Scissor. Can we get to 2 more X-Scissors for the Lapras? Yes, we can. Let's go. We can say goodbye to the Lapras. Golisopod just putting in the work. GDG, definitely. This is a nice team. Another Dragonite, another Shadow Dragonite. I should have thrown the Dragon Claw sooner. I could have forced the shield out of them instead. Instead, we Charge Attack Priority Tie. Couldn't get on if we Dragon Tail in. Oh well. It's fine. It's how it goes. Able to get to the next Dragon Claw before they get to move. Let's see what move the Gator goes for. It goes for Hydro Cannon. Oh boy, they actually do Shadow Claw me down before I get to the next move. So, yeah, they probably didn't need the Ice Beam full send in the last battle. The last Gator. Tentacle is a problem. Definitely not fun for us to deal with, but we have play. Scald. I mean, it is going to do a good amount of damage, but with the amount of energy it takes, it's not going to be the most convenient thing. But we land the bait into the shield. Let's go. Aqua Tail bait into a Tentacool. And then we get the defense drop from the next Crunch. That's huge. From the next move, the Crunch. We're going to see Feraligatr come in. We tried to Shadow Claw down, but they are too healthy. Just a bit. Poison Sting energy is going to be so needed. Can we get to 2 more Crunches? They have a shield, so we need back-to-back moves. We say goodbye to the last shield, and then we can get the KO of Tentacool. Man, that bait was huge. Maybe it wasn't the difference, but definitely was helpful. Typhlosion lead, beautiful for me. Cresselia comes in, and I definitely, I have 2 great answers to Cresselia. The back. And Guzzlord is a nice matchup, but I gotta respect the Moonblast. But I am very rusty on my Cresselia accounts, even though it is just a 2-turn fast move with Psycho Cut. When me trying to be so optimal, just messing up the math. They end up taking both my shields. I'm going to get a farm down at this point and have a good amount of energy. Verizon comes in. It's okay. I mean, we still have a good winning position. Good chance taking out a Pokemon already. But I did commit 2 shields already. I win Charge Attack Priority because Verizon is a stinky wet noodle of an attacker. Door number 3 with 2 shields can be very strong. It is not a Shadow Typhlosion, though. That is definitely not what they need. Blast Burn does not kaboom. Let's go. Get wrecked. The IVs of my Shadow Drapion are just too good. And am I going to get to the Aqua Jet in time? Yes, I do. Actually, no, they make an amazing catch. But I see the catch. I get the farm down. And I guess they needed more than one Incinerate. Well, they needed an Incinerate for a move. They had a move, though. They could have won. Actually, maybe not. They could have at least taken out my Golisopod. We got Skunk Tank, the butt face, the butt tank, Stinky, Skunk. Skunk. They're gonna land the crunch. I mean, they are putting in good damage. Gonna take a shield off of them. That is fantastic for me. I don't mind farming them down with either my backline Pokemon, but we do still say goodbye. Guzzlord too much HP. Talonflame comes in. If they're gonna take me out, that's gonna be great. Otherwise, I just swap into Golisopod. We see a fellow Golisopod come in, and with my shield advantage and energy lead, I'm in a fantastic spot. And Shadow Drapion is primed to clean up this battle. I think I can one shield farm down at this point. Actually, I no shield. Do I end up shielding? Yes, I do. We get the farm down. We're going to shield. I should survive. Actually, I don't risk whether I'm able to survive. Okay, I could not survive that Flame Charge boosted Incinerate. But they should be in range of the Aqua Tail. And I get to it. And Aqua Tail says goodbye. Let's go the next battle. Do we get another good lead? Oh no, we see Out Nightmare, Galarian Weezing. The G Weezing. This is not what we want to see. They're going to overheat and stay in. I do not mind this at all. Being debuff into my switch, definitely nice. They actually definitely helped me out a lot with the misaligned switch clock. I'm going to spam out some energy, which I would love to save for later, but I can just align my Guzzlord into a not nightmare matchup. And I mean, having shielded up a overheat is pretty nice. They do still have a shield advantage. I can throw single resisted Brutal Swings to get some chip damage to the Weezing. I still have enough HP to get the moves out. I'm going to bring in Golisopod. Try to get farm down. I'm going to no shield Sludge. Going to shield up the next Sludge. And I judge I can Shadow Claw down. Actually, they're going to bring in their Golisopod. It's going to be a close end game. X-Scissor does a decent amount of damage. Unfortunately, they're going to throw their next move before my next move. Liquidation is not enough for the KO. I do get the crunch out. Able to take their last shield. I'm going to get to a X-Scissor. I do take a move. I did win Charge Act Priority. And that damage is huge. Did I get enough energy? No, I did not. Well played on winning the battle after winning the lead. Just how it goes. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Bad League videos. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Definitely a good team. Guzzlord real strong into Ultra League, especially as the leader. I mean, it is just good into the meta, as long as you're not up against Fairy, but Sludge Bomb could be something you could try, which maybe I'll use it again before Ultra League leaves. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.